Welcome to Business One. In this lesson, we are going to build your business English step by step. You will learn vocabulary, you will apply it, you will learn how to pronounce. Pronunciation is a major practice. And in the end, we will do a recap. So let's begin first with business vocabulary. Before I begin, as you know, I will be teaching in English and sometimes clarify in Spanish. We'll begin with the business vocabulary, and before we begin the pronunciation, let me clarify how to pronounce in English, ¿ok? Así que, lo dicho. Habrá veces que yo explique en castellano, en español. Castellano, español, da igual. En español, digamos. Y antes de empezar con el vocabulario de negocios, quiero aclarar la pronunciación, ¿vale? Entonces, por ejemplo, tenemos en inglés, tenemos las vocales A, E, I, O, U. En English, A, E, I, O, U. Existen vocales que se pronuncian o su sonido es vocales largas y vocales cortas. Las vocales largas en inglés se pronuncian tal y como su nombre en el abecedario. Por ejemplo, tenemos la primera palabra aquí, meeting. Ese I, meeting, es una vocal larga. Y entonces, ¿cómo suena? Pues igual como su nombre en el abecedario. Porque la E en inglés es I. A, B, C, D, E. E. Meeting. Entonces, acordaros de ello. Las vocales largas suenan, se pronuncian igual como su nombre en el abecedario, ¿vale? Y las cortas, bueno, pues como en español. A, E, I, O, U. Muy bien, comenzamos. Meeting. A time when people talk about work or plans. Client. A person or company you work for. La palabra client. Ahí es un diptongo porque van dos vocales juntas. La primera vocal es larga, por eso la I, o sea, I, es larga y se pronuncia igual como su nombre en el abecedario. Client, client. Email. A message sent using the internet. Report. A document with information about work. Task. A piece of work to complete. Manager. A person who is in charge of a team. Team. A group of people working together. Plan. A set of steps to achieve something. Project. A piece of work with a goal and deadline. We continue. Continuamos. Deadline. The time when something must be finished. Call. A phone conversation. Schedule. A plan of when things will happen. Update. New information about something. Discuss. To talk about something. Decision. A choice you make. Office. A place where people work. Document. A file or paper with information. Meeting notes. Notes written during a meeting. Continuamos con ejercicios. We continue with exercises. Let's practice. Match the word to the correct meaning. Match. Match. Match significa emparejar. Meaning es el significado. So we have meeting client, report, deadline, manager, schedule, task, project. 8. 8 words. And below, from A to H, we have the meanings. So you must match each word to the correct meaning. So meeting. What's a meeting? Which one would it be? Let me read out each of the answers. A person who is in charge of a team. B, a time when people talk about work. C, a piece of work with a goal. D, the time when something must be finished. E, a document with information. F, a plan when things happen. G, a person you work for. H, a piece of work to complete. So let's see. Meeting, which one would be adequate for meeting? Or which one can we match with meeting? Which meaning will match with meaning? A meeting, I suggest, well, I'm not going to say it. I want you guys to remember that this whole lesson you can purchase on my website. Okay? It's called therawish.com and the link is below. No obstante, recordarles que toda esta lección, si queréis, la podéis adquirir en mi página web, therawish.com. El link está detallado más abajo de este vídeo, ¿vale? Ok, bueno, seguimos. Entonces, meeting, ¿cuál habéis elegido? Which one have you chosen? Which one have you chose? Meeting, I would put B, a time when people talk about work. It's a meeting. Client. Who is client? Client, a person you work for. A document, what is it? Well, it would be a person you work for, yes, because if you have a client and your client asks you to please do a job for them, you are working for them because they are going to pay you. Report. Which one would be that? So if I were you, I would just pause the video, para el video, y así podéis realizar los ejercicios y después comprobarlos conmigo. Los resultados, the answers. Okay, so then, report. Okay, so number 3, report. It would be E, a document with information. 4, deadline. Is which one? D, the time when something must be finished. Next one, deadline. 5, manager. Which one do you think that one is? Well, it's A, a person who is in charge of a team. 6, schedule. A schedule. Let's see. Which one do you guys think? schedule. Which one do you think? Well, schedule, I think it is F. A plan when things happen. And task is a piece of work to complete. The next one, project, is a piece of work with a goal. Okay, so just in case, let's see. Okay, for number 1, meeting goes B. For client, number 2 goes G. For report goes E. For deadline goes D. For manager goes A. For schedule, F. For task is H, and for project is C. It says right here, read and answer. Okay, let's read the text. Maria works in an office. She has a busy schedule every day. In the morning, she checks her email and reads a report. Then she has a meeting with her manager and her team. They discuss a new project and make a plan. After the meeting, Maria has an important task. She prepares a document for a client. The deadline is tomorrow. She must finish it on time. In the afternoon, she has a call with the client. She takes meeting notes and gives an update about the project. At the end of the day, Maria makes a decision and updates her schedule for the next day. Okay, that reading is complete. Let's see about okay, here are the questions and you need to answer. So, where does Maria work? What does she do in the morning? Who does she meet? What is her task? When is her deadline? When is the deadline, pardon? What does she do during the call? What does she do at the end of the day? Okay, so we need to answer all those questions, don't we? First one, where does Maria work? Let's go back to the reading. Well, she works in an office. What does she do in the morning? That is the second question. Oh, she checks her email and reads a report. That's what she does in the morning. Who does she meet? Question number 3. She meets with her manager and her team. But also, yes, she meets with her manager and her team. What is her task? Her task is to prepare a document for a client. When is the deadline? Well, the deadline is tomorrow. She must finish it on time, doesn't she? Now, question number 6. What does she do during the call? So she has a call with the client. She takes notes and gives an update about the project. What does she do at the end of the day? Well, at the end of the day, Maria makes a decision and updates her schedule for the next day. So, there we go. That's that exercise done, completed. Let's see this one. We have here, use the correct word. So, out of all these words here in the word bank, we got to put them in the sentences, okay? Are you ready? Meeting, client, report, deadline, manager, schedule, task, project, email, call. Here we go. I have a blank with my team at 10. What would that be? I would place meeting. Please send that before the end of the day. That has a deadline, before the end of the day. So what should they send? Report. I would use. The is tomorrow, so we must finish today. So what? The deadline. My blank gave me a new task this morning. My blank. My manager, I would say. We are working on a new this week. So what can you work on? A new email? Well, that doesn't sound right. A new schedule? Doesn't sound right. So what would it be? A new project. I will speak to the who this afternoon? Client. Client, yeah? Check your what? For new messages. Your email. 8. This is very important, so do it carefully. This, what would you have to do carefully? Well, it can be a job, right? But in this case, we will call it a task. Task. This task is very important, so do it carefully. Let's organize that for tomorrow. The what for tomorrow? The call for tomorrow. Or what? Or the I have a with my client at 3 p.m. It could be a meeting with my client or a call with my client. You can use either. Yes. Use the words to write your own business sentences. So the first word we have here, vale, para espero que lo entiendan, pero en todo caso, mira, usa las palabras, estas que están aquí, para escribir tus propias frases de negocios. Meeting, client, deadline, report, manager. Entonces serían 5 frases. 5 sentences. Yo voy a decir una. The meeting went well towards the end, but at the beginning it was quite dense. Number 2, client. Your client seemed unhappy. How will you fix this? Me encantaría que escribieran aquí, más abajo, pues a ver vuestras frases, así las voy viendo. Ver, y así veo vuestra participación. Deadline. Deadline. Habíamos dicho que deadline es una fecha límite en la que tiene que estar hecho el proyecto completado, un proyecto, una tarea. Venga, pues entonces deadline. Voy a pensar. The deadline was initially for tomorrow, but they postponed it for next week. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Gracias. Dios gracias, la expresión thank goodness, menos mal. Okay, report. Documento, reporte, report. We completed the report on time, but they asked us to improve it. Next one, manager. The new manager arrives today. Who will update him? It's a question, huh? Update, ¿quién lo pondrá al día? El nuevo manager llega hoy, ¿quién lo pondrá al día? We continue with, the next one is, read the situation. Okay, next one. Read the situation and answer the questions. You work in an office. Today you have a meeting with your manager and your team. You are working on a new project for a client. Your manager gives you a task. So, write a short report before the deadline tomorrow. You also have a call with the client in the afternoon. Okay, so let's do this. Answer the questions. Who do you have a meeting with? Well, my manager and my team. What are you working on? A new project for a client. What is your task? I have to write a short report before the deadline tomorrow. What do you do in the afternoon? Well, I have a call with a client. Those are the responses to those questions. Let's see how you guys did. Okay, each sentence has one mistake. Find it and correct it. Let's see. I have meeting with the client at 10 tomorrow morning. Which part does this sound correct? So the mistake, where would you find it? Well, we are missing here a pronoun, a demonstrative pronoun. Meeting with the client. Here it says, please send the report before the deadline yesterday. Yesterday should be, instead of that, should be tomorrow, huh? Tomorrow. Not this one. Not that one. Okay, the next one. My manager give me a new task today. So here, give, it's a verb, es un verbo. Pero no está conjugado bien. My manager give me a new task today. Tiene que estar en pasado. Simple. So it would be gave. Gave. Gave me a new task today. Next one. We are working in a new project this week. Okay, do you say in a new project, or on? That's the correct one. On a new project. Not in. Let's put that. Oops. There we go. Next one. I will make the call with the client. I will make the call with the client this afternoon. How about this? I will call the client this afternoon. The last one. I check my emails and write a report now. So this would be will. I will check my emails and I will write a report now. Okay, so that's that one done. Let's continue with exercise. This one here, which is write a business email. A mini task. You are at work. Write a short email. Situation. You have a meeting with your manager and your team tomorrow. You are working on a project for a client. You need to give an update, talk about the task, mention the deadline. Okay, so here is where we have space to write our email. Who's it going to be to? Well, let's say to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones. Subject, let's put property by self. Okay. Now we have to write here. Let me just put here. Body of text. I'll make it. Okay. Let's reduce it so it's normal size. Okay. Let's write this email together or by myself. It's about, right, it says you have a meeting with your manager and your team tomorrow. You are working on a project for a client. Okay, the buy sell document. Okay. How would you begin the email? Say, hi, Mr. Jones. Let's write this. Okay. Hope this finds you well. Now. No. Not like that. Too formal, isn't it? No, Mr. Jones. Let's suppose that you already know the client. Okay? Que ya lo conoces. You've already had your, you've already treated him. So, hi, Mr. Jones. Tomorrow. No, let's see. This afternoon, before I will send you the buy sell document regarding the property you wish to purchase, porque purchase, instead of buy, use purchase. You wish to purchase. Please review the document. I'm going to change everything. Attached and if you agree, send me the document signed. This will help speed up the process. Thank you. Regards, Cal. Let's see. This email, let's say. Attached to this email is the buy-sell document regarding the property you wish to purchase. Please review the document attached, and if you agree, forward me, return forward. No. Send, sign. If you agree, send me the document signed. Let's make some space here. This will help speed up the process. Kind regards. There we go. Done. Send. Where's the send button? Okay, there. This task is done. This exercise is done. Let's continue with this one. Create your workday schedule using the words below. Words to use: meeting, email, report, task, client, call, project schedule. Okay, your workday. Morning. Okay, let me just put here a little thing. Okay, let's put it right here. Morning. Okay, my mornings. Let's see. Should I put like, okay, 7:30 a.m. Recap. No. Meeting. No. Recap before meeting. Okay, recap. What is a recap? Is review, revisar. Recap before meeting, or let me put here, review. Documentos, yeah, docs before meeting. Okay, next, what else do we have? Let's create another one here. Now here at 8. And this is like this. 8 a.m. board meeting. No. Meeting with manager. Okay. Next one. Let's see. After the meeting, call clients. Afternoon. Let's see. Okay, in the afternoon. Pick up my son, at 1400 hours. Next one. Let's see here. Eat lunch. Next one. Take son to football practice. There we go. Okay. Do you see that? Football practice. Entreno de fútbol. Football practice. Entreno de fútbol. Sí. Okay. End of day. Pick son up. Continue work on project before dinner. Shower and go to bed. Lovely. Look at that. Huh? Does that seem a bit boring to you? ¿Os parece algo un poco aburrido esto? My life. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just leave it like that. Okay, lock in. Okay, what have we learned? Say it, use it, remember it. Pronunciation. Say out loud. Meeting. Y aquí veréis que os he clarificado cómo pronunciar, la pronunciación. Meeting, client, report, deadline, project. Sentences. Say out loud. I have a meeting with my manager. I am working on a new project. I will send the report before the deadline. I have a call with the client this afternoon. I updated my schedule today. There you go. Done. Precision creates confidence. Yes, indeed. See you in the next one.